y'all doing? I am T.R. Caution. This is the podcast I drop gems. If you like the work, like, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave something in the comments. Today's topic is going to be properly loved. And I'm going to jump head first. Loving self. Having an emotional and safe bond with yourself. In a nutshell. I think growing up, every female read a book or had a fairy tale of what, love looked like to them, in the sense of, what they saw from afar. And through time, they figured out it's a fairy tale. However, the emotions are real. The bond you may pick up or catch with somebody is real. The person you may get to know is real. In some kind of way, the fairy tale fades away in time as you get older, because you find yourself in a position where you're like, wow, that was just in the book. That was just in the movie. So to be properly loved is far-fetched. However, it's always a way to do something. It's going to take time. It's going to take attention. It's going to take communication. It's going to take the willing to do so. It's going to take protection. It's going to take letting some walls down. It's going to take some jumping over some hoops. But it's ways to figure out how you can love somebody properly. How can you emotionally attach or connect that bond to a person where you feel that it's real? Where you feel that intimacy is just not sex. Just not a kiss. Just not something you get from anybody. That is from the person who's invested in you and you invested in them. Love is something it goes in, it goes out. It's got a hot season, it's got a cold season. It's got an expiration date. Everything got an expiration date. Meaning it'll go away. However, it'll come back if it's meant to be. However, in order to love a person properly, you got to be willing to do work. But it's a full-time job for most people. If they want it to be. Some people just don't care. But in order to love properly, you can make it a full-time job. If it's asking 40 hours, give it 40 hours. If it's asking for 80, give it 80 hours. But you can only show that by giving it time. By showing by the actions. She want to feel loved. She want to feel the energy when she walk in the house, when she get off work, when she get that early morning phone call, that midday text, that late night kiss on the forehead. She wanted to be consistent. However, we all know nobody's perfect, so you're going to have times and days where you aren't as up to par as you want to be. But in hindsight, she want that fairy tale. You know if you're loving a person properly. You can tell if a person's emotions are off from the time you look at them. For me, their energy bad, the way they talking bad, the way their body language is bad. She just want a hug. She just want to be called beautiful. She just want to go on dates. She just wants somebody to call her on. She don't want to show. We don't want to share. We want somebody just to call on. You have to be willing to communicate to find that level of connection. Because love is a connection as well as a bond for two people. If you got a one-sided love, it's going to show. If you got a two-sided love, it's going to grow. One-sided love where the person says I love you and the other person have to think about, do they really love you? A two-sided love is when the person says I love you and the other person says it back with every beat of a heartbeat that's coming from. It don't feel fake. It don't feel forced. The energy is there. The connection is there. The bond is there. Do she still get goosebumps when she's around you? Do she still touch you every time she see you? Do you touch her every time you see her? Do every now and then you get knots in your stomach when you walk in the house? Or when you're on that phone call? Are you giddy about that person? Do you make decisions and lead? Do you make decisions and stand on them? Are you a man of your word? Being a man of your word is like key, brothers. It's showing how you love. I mean, that's like key. If you stand on your word, that's like key. What's bigger than your word? If I say I'm take you to dinner, I'm going to take you to dinner. If I say I'm going to read you a book, I'm going to read you a book. If I say I ain't going to call today, I ain't going to call today. If I say I'm going to cook dinner today, I'm going to cook dinner today. Stand on your word shows that you willing to show your actions. Because we all like actions. We could deal with wordplay. Wordplay sound good until it get real. She say make love to me. You like, you ain't got no actions. You forget about the intimacy of it. The kiss, the touch. The desire that she wants. The pleasure that you've given her because that's what you want to give to her. She gonna feed off the energy. She know when she land on the side of you, if it's real, if it's one of them type of parties, she may even go along with it because she might be happy for the moment. But we talking about love properly. If you do it with a purpose, then it's on the right, you get good results. When you pay attention to detail with anything you do in life, you're going to always be great at it. If you go outside right now and wash your car, spick and span, and you see one blemish on it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go out there and hit that little spot and get it right because you want the whole car to look one certain way. It's no different. Find that blemish. She gonna mention that blemish. You know she gonna mention that blemish. We ain't did this. I don't want this. I ain't got that. You ain't doing this. You don't know about that. She gonna let you know the blemish. Your thing is to go clean it up. Fit in where you can. Vice versa. This for females too. He gonna let you know where the blemish at. But I don't feel appreciated. Men are different with their emotions, so you may not know it, but if you listening and you connected to that person and that bond is real, she gonna find that spot too. You have to be willing to invest into that woman. You have to be willing to protect that woman. You have to be willing to show that woman she the only thing smoking like neck bones and pork chops. You hear him on the Sunday dinner. We know what to do with that. We gonna treat that plate good. We gonna clean it off. When she love properly, she gonna smile more. She gonna be more affectionate. She gonna be more willing to cook. She gonna be more willing to clean. She gonna be more willing to just walk up to you and say, damn, I love you. See, them actions gonna start showing. They gonna start showing. Cause in real life, that's a fairy tale. However, it's a reality. You know that called the honeymoon phase, or that first 2-3 months where everybody in blitz. And then when that goes away, the truth comes out. That's when it come out. Am I standing on my word? Am I standing on my affection? Am I standing on my energy? Am I standing on being all I can be? Am I loving myself? Never forget to love self in the process. You still gotta love self. Because in order to love self, you can give and that person can receive it. When you listen to a woman, during the day about work, if she work, when you listen to her about problems, if it's problems, when you listen to her about happiness, if it's happiness, man, take you some notes, man. Mental notes. I ain't saying write that down. We got to understand on that. But mental notes. People will tell you what they want. If they don't be afraid to ask. Man, I'm the type of person, I'm never too afraid to ask on what I can improve on. Never be afraid to improve. Ain't none of us perfect. We always got something to work on. Man, babe, anything I've been liking lately that I can help with emotionally, mentally, me and you? Ask the question. I'm pretty sure she gonna give you an answer. She gonna give you an answer. Ask that man that question. He gonna give you an answer. Ask a person what you wanna know. Don't be afraid. Fellas, man, take your emotions out of knowing. Your truth will set you free. If you wanna know something, ask. You are not less than a man for asking something. Don't make that your weak point. Make that your strength. Because if you tell me something, 9 times out of 10, I can fix it. If she wants something from me, 9 out of 10, I can give it if I love her. If I love her, I'm going to give it. If we got that connection and that bond, I'm going to give it to her. Why not? Exclusiveness is very big on love for women. They want to feel like the only woman walking the earth. And that's paying attention to them. Once they feel like anything has your attention more, which it can, but it's a feeling. That's why it's an emotion. They're emotional beings. So for them, attention is everything. Paying attention, giving attention. Remember, you want to love her properly. She got a fairy tale in her head. Ask about it. What's your fairy tale, baby? Me personally, I want to know the ins and outs of the fairy tale. I want to put it in La La Land. Because I feel like this. If I could keep you in a La La Land area, my life going to be 10 times easier. Because on my end, as a man, I know what I'm supposed to do. Well, my emotions have a limit to where they're going to take me. On the other hand, your emotional level is going to always probably be up and down. All women are different, but I'm just going for the majority, because from what I know from women is, y'all emotional. Hit the screen 3 times if you know what I'm talking about. Nah, but I'm just messing around. But show that lady, man, that you can properly love her. Some men don't know what love means, to be loved. Some men ain't never been hugged. Some men have never been told they're loved. Some men have never been showed ways of how to be emotional, how to make a connection or a bond. Them the ones you stay away from. You're gonna learn that early. Fellas, you too. If she ain't a lovable type, if she crazy, she wanna put them walls up and she wants you to fight through, claw through walls, and you ain't got time for that. Don't do that, because you ain't gonna be able to properly love no, I'm gonna call that a wild person. Because the wall is too high to even bring down. But in order to properly love somebody, man, you got to communicate, you got to listen, you got to pay attention, you got to be willing to protect, you got to be willing to be a leader. You got to be willing to ask questions. You got to be willing to make that woman exclusive. You're gonna have to be willing to put your best foot forward. Don't be afraid to ask that woman, baby, am I loving you properly? Shit, you might get a smile you ain't never got before. You might get some romance you ain't never seen before. Because I personally believe, man, what she gonna do for you or what she gonna do for me is gonna be different. The thing is, which one of us gonna unlock that cheat code? Because it's a cheat code. I ain't saying be no simp, but it's a cheat code. And me personally, I want to get to the cheat code. So give it a time, give it a mind, give it attention. Don't lose self in the process. Still be self. Still be on your purpose. Still be on your grind. But unlock the cheat code. If you unlock the cheat code, you're going to unlock the doors to love that lady properly. Y'all tapped in to I Drop Gemz. That's me for the night. Be good. Peace. Love.